I shouldn't even be having to make this video, but here we are. Cosplay is not consent. Okay? If you're in the cosplay community or you attend conventions, you should know this rule by now. It's even put up on multiple signs at multiple conventions, and it's sad that it even has to be put on signs in the first place. To those of you who have been following me for a while, you know this is nothing new. I've been speaking up on this for years, ever since I was a small creator with barely any followers, with tons of friends in the cosplay community who regularly attend conventions, to the point in my career where I have gotten the privilege to collaborate with big guests at said conventions, to the point where now I myself am getting invited as a guest to conventions. As some of you know, I was an invited guest by a convention this past weekend, and something was said at this convention to me by another person invited by this convention that did not fly with me. For context, let me paint the scene for you. I am backstage at the main stage area with a few people, including this person, and there's a couple girls with us, and then there's another guy, and those three leave to go on stage, leaving me backstage with him. Remember how I mentioned conventions have signs that say cosplay is not consent? Well, the convention had stored a few of their extra signs backstage with us. This dude, with all the confidence in the world, looked at the cosplay is not consent banner, rolled his eyes, and looked at me and said, "Can you believe this shit? It should say cosplay is consent, considering all the women dressing up like sluts around here. Can you believe this?" What? That is some of the rapiest shit I have ever heard in my life. I don't know what's more disturbing, the fact that he said that, or the fact that for some reason this dude thought I was giving off some kind of vibe that said, "Yo, it's totally okay for you to say that in front of me." I certainly hope that's not the vibe that I'm giving off, because those of you that have followed me for a while know that I'm not cool with this type of shit. Now I know what you're all wondering next. Ethan, who is it? Well, two things. One, before you freak out and think, "Oh no, who is it? I hope it's not somebody I love." Relax. It wasn't anybody very popular or beloved by many. In fact, I'd never heard of this dude before this convention anyway. But this person has done a lot of voice acting work and was invited by the convention. Number two, as much as I would love to call this person out by name, unfortunately I was the only one present when he said it, and I have no video or audio files to prove it. My dad's a lawyer, he taught me well, and I'm way too damn smart to try to make a video calling somebody out without proof, because they'll try to deny it and then try to sue me for defamation of character. And those of you who've been watching my videos for a while, you know every time I call somebody out, I always bring the receipts. But I've done everything in my power that I can do about the situation. After I left the convention, I let the people in charge know what happened with this certain guest, and they are now very well aware, and they've taken this information into consideration for future bookings. Now, I'm also aware of what other comments may lurk into this comment section of this video. "Oh, you're just soft. He probably didn't mean it like that. Why would you share a private moment? Oh, woke culture's at it again." Read my lips. In no scenario is what this dude said ever acceptable. Never. Creeps like this do not belong at conventions at all, especially as invited guests. If this dude is saying shit like this with all that confidence to people in public, there's no telling what they're doing behind closed doors. As for the whole private moment thing, other people definitely deserve to know what kind of person somebody is when they're not around, because that's who they truly are. People who attend conventions deserve to feel safe, and they deserve to be respected, no matter what they are wearing. And if you're one of these people who goes around saying shit like, "Well, maybe if they dressed a little less provocatively and more modestly, this wouldn't happen because they're just asking for it." Fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Women can wear whatever they want, and they don't need your permission to wear it. And it's certainly not an excuse for anybody to harass them or assault them. Mutuals, a lot of you that I know attend conventions very regularly, and some of you are often invited guests. If you would like to know who this person is, please DM me so you can keep an eye out if they're at the convention that you're going to. And if the person who this video is about happens to see this, just know I have eyes on you everywhere now, in a lot of places. Actors, voice actors, content creators, convention workers. Now I also know what's probably coming next too. Bravo! We stan you, King! This is why we love you! I should not be having to be applauded for doing the bare fucking minimum! This should be common sense by now! All my friends out there, creators, actors, voice actors, if you happen to see stuff like this happening, speak up! Let the people at conventions know! Because I'm tired of going to conventions and hearing stories about some of the people who are invited guests turning out to be total creeps, and they're still getting booked. This has got to change, y'all. Something has to change. To all my guys out there, I know some of you have wives, some of you have daughters, you have mothers, you have friends who are women in general. Start fucking acting like it and standing up for them.